Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel to see more videos. Hello everybody and welcome back to York River Cannabis. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a very much requested video from all of our subscribers, which is how to make extra strength CBD oil. But before we get into today's video, if you wouldn't mind, please consider hitting that subscribe button and supporting our channel. Also, if you already have subscribed, thank you very much. I appreciate the support. And if you wouldn't mind, please give the video a big thumbs up to show that support. So folks, the #1 request I have gotten, and it's our second most viewed video on our channel, is how to make CBD oil. But a lot of people want to know how they can get more bang for their buck and how they can get more CBD in that oil. And today I'm going to show you how you can do it. But before we get into the details of how to make this extra strength CBD oil, if you guys are interested in hemp flower, go ahead and email me. I'll leave all that in the description below. Check out our website. We have a new menu, all new prices. And a lot of our customers make CBD oil at home. So we've adjusted a lot of our pricing to accommodate people who make their own CBD oil. So go ahead and check that out. And you can always email me. And we accept most major payments at this point via PayPal. Folks, the ingredients, it really is just one extra step to make extra strength CBD oil. Now, this is a request for a family member. This is not how I make CBD oil here on the farm to distribute. This is just as order for a family friend, but I thought I would take this opportunity to share with you how you can do it at home. So first thing you're going to need to do is, of course, you're going to want to have your hemp flower. Now again, guys, you can always grab this from us, and again, all that information is in the description below. But here is some cherry wine hemp flower that our family friend requested. And we are going to make CBD oil with it. Now, our cherry wine has a great amount of CBD in it, 17% to be exact. So we can get more for our money by adding one simple ingredient. And that is lecithin. Now, with lecithin, why does it make so much of a difference? Well, MCT oil has a maximum absorption rate, which means even at a 100% ratio, it really can't absorb all the CBD that these flowers have. So to bump up the absorption rate, you can add lecithin. And lecithin has all the essential things to be able to absorb more cannabinoids. So that is why a lot of people add lecithin. Now, there's a ton of different lecithins out there. There's soy lecithin with granular and liquid. You got sunflower lecithin, granular and liquid. You've also got capsules. But I just buy liquid. Now, I buy sunflower lecithin that is in a liquid form because I don't like soy. I'm not a big fan of eating soy. I think it's just in too many foods in the United States today. So I went with sunflower lecithin. You can go with granular if that's what you prefer. When you filter it out using our magic butter machine, it doesn't really make much of a difference. I just prefer the liquid. Now, in order to get this started, we're going to have to decarb our flour, and the simple ingredients stay the same for our CBD oil as it does for this. We're going to be doing 28 grams of CBD flour and 2 cups of MCT oil. So that's approximately 14 grams of flour per cup. Now you can range that between 7 and 14 depending on your potency, but we're really trying to maximize the absorption rate of the oil and the lecithin. So we're going to do the maximum amount, and we're going to be adding lecithin. So I'm going to go decarb our cherry wine flour that we have here. I'm going to weigh it to 28 grams. We've got our decarb box here, and you can see I've already weighed it. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire up the oven. I'm going to put it at 250 degrees, and I'm going to be doing it for approximately 30 minutes. So I will see you in 30 minutes with some decarb flour. Okay, folks, our flour has now been decarbed. It is out of the oven, and it is ready to go. So obviously the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and get all this flour into the magic butter machine. Now, y'all know that I absolutely love my magic butter machine. You can convert this recipe to work in a crock pot or anything else, but as always, I just love my magic butter machine. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to add our MCT oil. Now, this was purchased online. It's 16 fluid ounces. I know a lot of my subscribers always ask me what is my favorite MCT oil. Well, this has pretty much everything you want to look for. It's organic, non-GMO, and of course it's USDA certified organic, which is a big deal. So first and foremost, we're just going to take the wrapper off of this and go ahead and add it. Now again, like I said, 16 fluid ounces equals 2 cups. So there's no need to measure this. We can go ahead and add it directly into the machine. Now, here's the change in the recipe, folks. It really depends on how much lecithin you want to add. I wouldn't go any more than 2 tablespoons per cup. So a maximum for this recipe would be 4 tablespoons of lecithin. But I'm going to do right in the middle there. I'm going to probably do about 3 for this recipe because it's such a high CBD amount that I don't want to overdo it, but I also don't want to underdo it. So go ahead and get your tablespoon measurer, and you're just going to measure it out. Now you can see it's very sludgy, so it takes a little bit of time. It's almost like a molasses type texture. It's very slow, very syrupy. So you're going to have to take your time with it. But maybe we'll just do 2 for this round for video's sake. But you can add whatever you want. So as we wait for this to go into the magic butter machine, go ahead and cap everything. Now here's the thing. For you folks at home, here's a little trick to the trade. Keep your MCT oil bottle because a lot of them come with spouts like this one. And what I like to do, especially for family members, this isn't the first time I've done this for family members, is I usually just refill the bottle with the CBD oil and hand it back to them. And you can do that at home, and that way you don't have to use a mason jar or anything like that. You can just, even put another label over top of this. Use a Sharpie so you know that it's CBD oil, so you don't try cooking with it or anything like that. So most of the lecithin is off, but what we're going to do is we're going to use our trusty magic butter spatula and make sure we get it all off of the tablespoon here. And you go ahead, see? So that's about it, best we can. Now that we've added the lecithin, we're going to go ahead and fire up our magic butter machine. So let me get this plugged in. Now folks, as always, same as before, we're going to go up to 160, which is the middle of the road for this. So there's your temperature, 160, and I do 4 hours for the tincture. So folks, I will see you in 4 hours to show you the final product. All right folks, so this has just gone off. The magic butter machine's timer has gone off. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and unplug it. And, go ahead and get all the stuff you can off the top of the machine here. This one looks pretty good right now, actually. Not a whole lot to get off of there, which is good. I find that the little spatula that Magic Butter makes works really well for this now. We got their spatula kit from them a couple weeks ago. All right, so now, as always, guys, you see how it's always on the edge here. So you just want to scoop that down in because that has oil in it. So get all that in. All right. And so this process is going to be the same as we've always done with all of our other oils. You always put it on the Love Glove or the silicone glove. You always put it on your dominant hand. If you're left-handed, put it on your left hand. It just makes things easier. Okay, so that is the majority of the oil right there. Now, this oil will definitely be darker than a traditional CBD oil, and that is because of the sunflower lecithin. No worries about it. It doesn't really have much of a different flavor, but it's just something to note. If you are using the liquid lecithin, it will have a darker look to it, and I'll show you here. So you can see it's a little darker than normal CBD oil. Not by much, but it's definitely noticeable. A lot of times when I make it with the Biox, it comes out a little bit lighter. And so typically what I'll do is I'll get all the other stuff. There's still plant material that needs to be squeezed, but I want to show you guys this trick. I go ahead and I put it right back in the bottle. Okay, so what this does too is it frees up this Pyrex measuring cup for me to be able to get all the plant material and really not have to worry about splashing any of the oil or wasting any of the oil. So you go ahead and you just put it right back in the bottle. And then we'll go ahead and put all the plant material in here and get rid of it. So now you're not going to get a lot of oil out of the plant material, but it is worth giving it a good squeeze. Making sure it's all out of there. Get as much as you can. Again, you don't want to waste it. It's good stuff. It takes 4 hours to make, so you want to make sure that you get your money's worth if you're at home. It looks pretty good. One more scoop here. All right, so that's it. Get your glove back on, and you kind of shake it all down there. And you're just going to give it a good old squeeze. Try to get as much of that oil as you can out of there. Now, you can refine it a little bit more if you want. I have Magic Butter's other screens. The 190 which is what they provide with the Magic Butter machine, works great. But if you don't like any type of sediment or plant material in your oil, you can even refine it more. But I recommend making sure you do this round first and then go ahead and use a different screen. But yeah, so we can add that. We didn't get a lot out of the plant material, but it's enough. I would say that we got a pretty decent return, probably about 13 ounces out of the 16. You're always going to lose oil, so that's just the nature, and there's still some in here. But that's what I have for you today, guys. Again, remember, if you need hemp flower, my contact information will be in the description below. Go ahead and check it out. We have adjusted our prices for people who make their own CBD oil at home to benefit them. Because a lot of our sales are for that, so we're trying to adjust accordingly. And I appreciate all the YouTube supporters out there that have purchased from our farm and support our farm. I do appreciate it, guys. But yeah, that's the extra strength CBD oil recipe. I hope it works for you guys at home. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment below. And you can always find me on Instagram and Facebook. That information will always be in the description below. So that's all I have for you today, guys. I hope you take care. I hope this recipe works for you, and I will see you in another video.